Hi everyone, my name is Rishit. Today is the 19th of June 2023 and I'll be going over my prediction for Tesla for the week ending the 23rd of June 2023. And as usual, we'll be going over the monthly, weekly, and finally the daily charts. But before getting into the video, it's important to make a disclaimer that all information presented in this video is completely for educational purposes, and using this video to take trades is not advised, since markets are subject to risk and can result in hefty losses if uninformed positions are taken. So for this reason, it's important to consult a financial advisor before taking any positions in the market. So the monthly charts. For Tesla, we can clearly see that we had a strong dragonfly doji, then we had a surprisingly bearish month. However, the month of May was very, very bullish, and we covered all the bearish movement that we had the previous month, almost forming a tweezer pattern. Then, although we can't predict on the current month, we can see that it is extremely bullish and has currently broken all the resistances at 233.98 and even crossed the previous resistances, which were the market was stuck in for the past 4, 5, or 6 months. The RSI is also going upwards and has just crossed its average, which is another very bullish signal for Tesla in the monthly aspect. So now let's move to the weekly charts. We can also see that the RSI has been booming upwards and the average has just started to turn as well. And we have a strong upward trend line for Tesla, which we don't need to see going away anytime soon, since the market has just broken a resistance and has had a closing week which is bullish. And the RSI isn't at an oversold or overbought level yet, so we can continue to assume that the market is going to go up. As we can see, we have high volume on bullish weeks and lower volume on bearish weeks, so even the volume is a confirmation of the market's direction. Now, one thing to know, obviously, is that the market is very high, and it's actually above the top band of the Bollinger Band, so that can result in a reversion to the mean, which is why it's important to be a little bit careful this week. But this will make more sense when we get to the daily charts. Now, this is the trend line that we drew in a little bit more detail, obviously, since it goes through the candles which it concerns. But this was drawn on the weekly chart, so the daily candles are obviously impeded by the trend line. But in general, we can see that the market trend is very upward. But because the market is so far above the Bollinger Band in the weekly charts, we do have to take this market with a little bit of consideration. The RSI is also in the overbought zone here and above its average. So there is a possibility of a mean reversion. And although Tesla does tend to stay over its RSI overbought level for a while, we cannot take this bet, since technical analysis does always point to a downward reversal in the event of an overbought level being breached. So we do have to take that into consideration. So the high for the week that we can take is a resistance, which can be simply the high of the last candle at 263.60. If the market does close above this, we can take it as a bullish signal and continue forward. However, if we do want to wait it out and see if there's a possible bearish reversal, we can take the low of this candle at 247.29 as a long-term support. However, if you do want to be a little bit more aggressive, you can go for either the open or even the high of the previous candle, which is below the close of the current candle. So that really depends on you. But these are the resistance and support points that I suggest. And whichever is breached first and closed over, and this is very important, it needs to be closed over before taking a position, since doing otherwise can result in whipsaws. So this summarizes my prediction for Tesla for the week, is that the technical analysis definitely points to an upwards movement for the week, but the RSI for the daily charts is severely overbought. So we can take also a more cautionary approach this week and wait for a level to be breached before taking a position. And with this, I will end the video, and I'll see you next week where I make my new prediction for Tesla.